guys.
Hi,
It's your girl Lee
and your girl Helen.
Welcome back to our YouTube channel.
And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button.
So today we are going to talk about a super exciting conversation. So what are we going to talk about?
We're going to talk about the toxic corporate world and how will you identify that this place is toxic or it has some toxicity.
Yes, and also how to overcome a toxic work environment.
Yeah.
So stay tuned.
Yeah.
And learn from us.
So, number one, how will I know this is a toxic environment? A place where you just find the communication is off. You're not getting clear communication from the manager. You're not even having clear communication with your other staffs. Like the communication isn't just okay. Where you find maybe very sensitive information, the people who are passing it are not the people who are supposed to pass it.
Yeah.
For instance, like maybe you've shared something with your manager and you come and hear it from a colleague. That's not like professional at all. Where you're just off and you are always out of the loop. You're never updated. Every day you just find some new communication. You never know how they came about, when did they communicate that, and everything has changed. So overcoming this, you'll have to create your like come up with strategies on how you will make this communication work. Try putting your communication into written form and always ask for clarifications anywhere where you feel there's doubt. Make an effort of asking clarification. How did it come about? Don't just go with the trend. Yeah.
Yes, and the other point is micromanagement, which is very common in toxic work environments. So signs that you're being micromanaged is that your boss keeps checking with you, second guessing your work, and even undervaluing you at some point. And you can as well solve this by maybe usingoje wakuje kucheck in na wewe, be updating them after a short time, which will sasa juu umekuwa ukiwa-update, they won't come to check in, which will help you handle that. Another thing, you can show them that you're reliable by maybe delivering quality work, doing any great stuff. Waone that your work is quality and you're meeting the deliverables on time. Also, if ikikuwa extreme, because it can reach to the extreme point, you can maybe escalate it to write a letter to escalate it to the necessary authorities. And ikizidi yaki, you can just look for another environment where your work is valued.
Yeah. Another thing is the toxic gossip and office politics. Anywhere where you find your colleagues talking behind each other's back. Maybe I'm with this person right now and we're talking about that. When I'll go to that person, we'll talk. This means it's a culture. Like it's not something that it's new. This is something they always do. You're just new into that environment, or maybe you've been there for some few months and they're already telling you about so and so. This one is telling you about that and that. Like there's no one who's not gossiping.
Yes.
And also a place where you find promotions, like if you see someone is promoted, by the you don't see their merits. They're not promoted by merits. It's maybe they know this one knows so and so, or this one has done this for the manager, or this one has done this and that. When you just says that, that's toxicity. Or maybe they even come to you and ask you, if you want to be promoted, you want to get this, do this and this. Or maybe you also find your colleagues trying to impress the manager. You know, like there's no professionalism at that work environment at all. People do things to please the manager. You see those criteria of when I can relate, like when you are even in schools, there are those teachers, like those schools there in Ushagos, there are those teachers who students would impress. When they go home, they'll maybe bring them stuff like food. So it's something like that in the work environment. That's just toxicity. That like people do things to please their manager so that they can get favor and all. So to avoid that, be professional. At all costs, be professional. Know what brought you there. Know what you're working towards. Like don't engage yourself in office politics. If you sense this is like maybe when I be with this and this one will be discussing someone else, just create yourself an environment, like create your own environment where people will be like, hey, me, I cannot do this with her because she does not allow gossip. She'll not even talk to me. Even if you don't have something to do during your breaks and I'd rather sleep. Like, just exclude yourself from such. Yeah.
That's amazing. So the other point is unrealistic workload and burnt out culture. Here you find mostly you're being given a lot of work that is you're being underpaid for what you're working. Maybe for example you are an IT person, unapewa kazi ya HR, unapewa kazi ya management, like you're doing the most but they're underpaying you. And also another thing, you can find that you working overtime without even being paid for the overtime. So for example, if you working up to 5, unapata they are calling you at 12 a.m. umelala, wanakwambia check your email, we have sent some task, they need to be sent by this and this time, but because you don't want to lose the job, unaamka unafanya. And also again, it might bring an issue to your mental health, which is a critical thing yenye ita affect your working. So I would advise you to, maybe for the mental health, take breaks during work, because no job is worth your mental health, losing your mental health over. And again, you can communicate to your manager and let them know that the tasks are a lot and you can't handle them at the same time. Also, another thing, you can create your deadlines, as in not create your deadlines, sorry, but prioritize your tasks. If this is the most important task, start with that and then end with the less important task. And again, boundaries.
Set boundaries, yeah.
Yes, set boundaries, because if you don't set boundaries for yourself, they'll misuse you. And make sure you respect your boundaries. If you say nikifunga laptop 5, I'm not picking any work related call, make sure you respect that, with no fear that they will utafutwa your job or anything. Just respect your boundaries, so that if you respect it, they will also respect your boundaries.
Yeah.
And yes,
also another sign that you're in a toxic workplace is when you feel like there's no growth. You're just stagnated at one place. You cannot tell me you're working in a place as, let's say, like as an assistant admin, and you've been working there for like 2 to 3 years. You're being paid the same salary. Tasks obviously are increasing because the organization or the company is growing. And you're still just comfortable and you're like, me, at least I have a job. We need to come from that era of being, at least I have a job, and just doing something that you love. You're not supposed to use a lot of energy at your workplace for you to earn money. Like, if you see your pay isn't matching the energy you're using, that's not just a place that you should be. Learn to see your worth. Learn to make people know your worth. In such environments, just start looking for extra skills that you can do. Start seeing, like, is it studies that I need to add? Is it maybe skills that I need, new skills that I need to learn? What is it that I can do to get out of this comfort zone? And if it's studies, please enroll for that course. Even if it's online, even if it's for that specific days that are your off days, try and do something with your life. Don't stay at one position, same salary, same things at the same time, like for a long time. Try building yourself for growth.
Yes, and another thing, you will feel stuck in that workplace, like how progress, you're just there. And this is because they are making you feel invaluable, and also making you feel that like hauwezi enda place ingine upate job. It's just that place, like you're not good enough. So in case you feel like in the place you're at una feel, hey, I'm not good enough, acha tu nikae hapa juu if I go to another place, nikienda, like if I quit, I'll not get another place where they will maybe accommodate me. It's them, the workplace ndio imefanya you feel that, because they are not recognizing your effort, they are not recognizing your value in that company. And you need to understand that you're valuable, and you can even go to another place and you can do better than what you're doing at the moment.
Yeah. So guys, when will you know it's now time to leave? You'll realize that you're being drained mentally, physically, like you just don't have the energy at all.
Actually, depression and anxiety is catching up with you at the moment.
Yeah. When you feel like, hey, like your emotions are too high, any slight thing, any slight inconvenience, you find yourself maybe crying or maybe angry or something. You are always anxious, like you're just always ready for the worst. You're never expecting any better. Just know that I cannot do this anymore, and it's not worth your health. Work is not worth, there's no work that is worth your health. You can get another work, but you cannot get another health. So take care of yourself, like love yourself. And in one way or another, the same way you just found yourself into that workplace, you can still find another job. Even if you cannot find another job, be entrepreneur. Like just look for something that you can do that can give you money at your comfort zone. Not a must for you to be in a workplace, not for you, like it's not a must for you to have the 9 to 5 job for you to be like you have made it in life, or to call yourself successful. There are many entrepreneurs out here, there are many skilled people out here, and they're still doing fine.
Yes, actually the most successful people are business people, not even corporate bodies or something.
So please, when you feel like your mental health has started deteriorating, please call it a quit. Remain professional, but just tell you the people involved, thank you for this opportunity, but I don't think it's worth my mental health.
For sure.
Yes,
so that was today's episode. Thank you for tuning in. We love you so much, and we appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for subscribing, and for the new subscribers, welcome to our channel again and again. We love new faces here. So
thank you guys. Bye. So guys, today we are going to singing challenge. Start.
Hallelujah, kuna furaha ya ajabu.
Boo, 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 boo. Burkina Faso, Benin, Cape Verde, Cote d'Ivoire,
Rora, Costa.
Stamina,
Ninakaa kwa fan, tufanye hiyo.